Hey everyone, how's it going? What is up? It is me, Windstalker, and it's been quite a while since I've done a video collection video, and I think today that I'm going to do my Xbox One collection. And I don't have many, so this is going to be short. I think I actually have more NES games, or not NES, but Super NES games than I do actually Xbox One games. By like, I don't know, 3, 4, because I think I have like 15, 20. So it may be, I don't know, 3 to, I don't know, whatever. And since I've already did a video on my SNES games, or Super NES, or however you want to put it, and the Xbox One is going to be relatively painless, unlike some of my other consoles. I thought I'd do this. So, first up, we're going to go with Alien Isolation, the Nostromo edition. And I like the Alien movies. I haven't been a really big fan of the Alien games in quite some time because they've all been disappointing to me. I like the fact that in this one they actually use Ellen Ripley's daughter, and that's cool. I like the fact that they don't give you anything and you're pretty much running around and you can't kill the bad guys. You have to go hide, and if you make too much noise, you're pretty much dead. I mean, even after you get weapons like the flamethrower or whatever, you can die pretty easily by making too much noise, which is actually kind of cool. So yeah, this is an interesting sci-fi horror movie. I like this better than a lot of the other Alien games. They try to do a really good job at capturing the feeling and the mood of the original Aliens. So that's all good and dandy and everything, and I like it. One of these days I'm actually going to finish it because I haven't finished this yet. I had to make room for games, and that meant, since I have the 500 gigabyte Xbox One, it meant deleting some stuff just to, put some games on. But it's no big deal, I have some digital copies. And I put them on the cloud as well. And one of these days I'm going to get an external hard drive so that I can, thinking about maybe 8 or 10. That should be about right. So I can put all these wonderful games on there and play, since the biggest game I've seen is like 55 and a half or something. But anyway, I definitely enjoy playing this. Can't wait to get back to it and actually finishing it in the near future. Dead Rising 3. Now, I like this series. The only thing is when I got this game originally, I was driving around in a vehicle, only been playing like 2 minutes, and the game crashes and I fell through the world and died. And ever since then it's become more stable and everything, and I took a break from actually trying to beat it to collect some of the clothing and everything else that you can do in these games and build some of the weapons and everything. So this is another one I haven't completed. Looking forward to putting it back on and finishing it one of these days in the near future. Now, this is one of those games that you either love or you hate, or you love to hate it or hate to love it. And yes, I went and got all the expansion packs and all that good garbage. And it's Destiny. So yes, I have House of Wolves. Yes, I have The Dark Below. Yes, I have the Tekken King. And the Tekken King does feel like it is supposed to be, or more like the game it was promised. I have beat the vanilla. I have beat House of Wolves and Dark Below. Tekken King, I beat the one where you don't have to have everybody and rematch the Tekken King. that's basically where I'm at, other than doing a bunch of side quests and finding stuff and everything. I was reading about a game that's getting ready to come out that wanted to use the shooting system from this game. So this definitely has, well, influence, and I definitely do like the shooting system in this game. So the story still sucks, but hey, what are you gonna do? Now this is the game that took up either 50, 55, something like that percent gigabytes of hard drive, and it's the Elder Scrolls Online, the one where you don't have to do all that extra crap. You just put in your Xbox, download the 50, 55 gigs, whatever, and it's a ginormous world and everything. I like it, but due to some games coming out, I had to delete it. So I am going to get back to this one of these days. Now this is a game that had a lot of potential, and if it was executed a little better, I would feel that this would have been a lot better. And this also is one of those love-hate relationship games, I believe. And I like the concept. I think there's another game that's going to come out that's going to actually have something similar but make it better, and it's Evolve. I like the concept that you can actually, have 3 people versus a 4th person, or whatever. And, yeah, I like it. It's a really interesting concept. If it wasn't so repetitive and it had a certain timeline and it was a little bit more random, I think I would like it a lot better. But I will get back to this game, give it more of a shot online and all that good stuff sometime in the near future. I don't know. I just didn't dig it. Maybe with some future updates or whatever, it may be better. Now, I have to admit, I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy. It is one of those series that I've always loved. I have gotten pretty much on PlayStation and DS, the almost complete collection. The only ones I think I'm missing is, I think it's 11, the one that you needed they wanted you to buy the hard drive for, so that you could put it on the hard drive so it could load faster and whatever. I have 13 for both the PlayStation 3 and Xbox One. I have the versions for the 3DS. And I think there was another one I'm missing, can't remember. But I did get this, which I guess is just a remastered version of a handheld console that was probably maybe, I don't know, put on the PSP or something. I don't really know. It was a fun game, and it was one of those Final Fantasies I didn't really care for because of the way it was put together. I mean, it could have been better. Maybe I'll try it again in the near future, and maybe it will be tons of fun, because I'd like to actually beat it. Because there's really not, other than the Final Fantasies I haven't played, I've beaten them all at one point in my life a few times, so I definitely need to go back and finish this one. So yeah, I'll go back to it. And here's another game that is Madden 15, and while it isn't the best, and it's just, I don't want to call it a port, but it was originally built for the 360, and then they did some kind of fancy smancy stuff to it to make it for the One. I guess like they did with Grand Theft Auto. I like it, but I haven't really been a big fan of the Madden game since the late 90s, early 2000s, so I got this, and it was okay. I'm actually have gotten to the Super Bowl and some of the other games and won. I'd like to give it a shot in this one eventually. Don't remember how many gigs that one was, but I'm guessing that it wasn't very much. Now here's another game that I have that is kind of like a hog of the hard drive. I think this one was 45 and a half. It is NBA 2K15. I haven't been a fan of basketball games since NBA Jam for the Super Nintendo, and I decided to try this again because the only other game I played was for the N64, and I think it was NBA Live or whatever that one was, and I couldn't get into it. I kind of got into this one, but it was a no-brainer to delete due to the fact that I needed room for other games. So now here's one that I've gotten last month, which was a game that I've been wanting ever since the first one came out, and it was Rise of the Tomb Raider. I've been a fan of Tomb Raider since it originally came out. I think it was like what? Let's see, PlayStation 1. So it was early 90s, 95, somewhere in there. So I've been and played all these games, beat all these games. So I had to get this one. And I like this reboot over the last, what was it? This is what, the 4th or 5th reboot of this series. So yeah, this one is definitely a lot better. I'm not a big fan of QuickTime events, and since this one uses least amount of QuickTime, I'm actually a fan. So yeah. Now I will admit, I like some sports. I mean, I play golf games, and that's what led me to get this one. Because I mean, I played the Tiger Woods, I've played the Hot Shot Golfs, and all that good stuff, and I was thinking, well, since Tiger is no longer going to be a major player in this thing, this might be a new fresh start for the series. And it's golf, and it's fun to play, and it was one of the first ones deleted off the hard drive due to space constraints. Because I get almost every free game, and if I don't like the free game, I just pretty much boot it off the thing and then try a little harder with some of the other ones. I mean, it isn't bad as flawed, and I figured they would have learned some things from the Tiger Woods series, but what do I know? Here's another game that I've been waiting for that plays a lot like Call of Duty and maybe Destiny in some ways, but since I'm a big fan of the series, I had to get it. Star Wars Battlefront. And yes, this is the special edition. So yes, I did pay the ridiculous $70 for this. Just to be able to get, let's see, what is it? 5 items: the DL full forward, the ion grenade, the ion torpedo, the ion shock emote, and victory emotion. Emote, I guess. I don't know why I said emotion. I like it. I've been playing a lot of this along with Tomb Raider, and it's pretty fun. I mean, it's even, I've always liked playing online against or with friends, so this definitely is one that I keep returning to. I haven't really done the whole Darth Vader thing, or really done much of the TIE Fighter, or the X-Wing flying and all that good stuff, even though I know you could. I didn't really do the early access to Jakku or whatever that is. Even though I could play it 2 weeks early or whatever, still haven't done it. But yeah, I definitely dig this game. So it's one that I'm currently playing a lot of along with Tomb Raider. And this is one of the first Xbox One games I got outside of Dead Rising 3. I think Madden might have been my 3rd or 4th one. Alien Isolation may have been a 3rd or 4th one. This was one of my first ones. There was a lot of people talking about this one on the PlayStation 4 looking better, because the PlayStation 4 does 1080 and the Xbox One only does 980 or something. But I got this game, I got to the part where it got really weird and actually turned into sort of a horror game. I like stealth games. That's why I like, Metal Gear Solid and everything, and been playing Metal Gear Solid since the NES and all that, because, they're fun. I like them a lot. I still haven't got Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, because I think the first one was, anyway, I didn't get the part 2 of 2, whatever you want to call it. What was it? Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. I did play that. I did beat that. Had a pretty interesting ending to that one. Do eventually want to get Phantom Pains, but not quite yet. So we're talking about Thief, in case you didn't know. Yes, I got this. I didn't get it on PC because I'm not a PC player. I'm a console player. I have been for 30 plus years. I really haven't played any of the other Thieves. Like I said, this game was alright. I like the stealth element, and then for some strange reason, out of the blue, it turns into like horror-ish game where you look through keyholes and it gives you jump scares and stuff. Yeah, well, I mean, it's whatever. I do eventually want to go over the digital downloads I have, including the free ones I got, and I want to go over the 360 games that did work that I actually own a physical copy of, because I did get Just Cause 2, and I'm not a fan of it right now. And I think it's excellent that Xbox One is actually being backward compatible with the 360. Would like to see them go all the way back to the one, but I doubt it. But yeah, that's my Xbox One collection. I did delete a good portion of them. I'm almost done with Rise of the Tomb Raider. I'm almost to the end. I know I was playing it hardcore for a while, got almost to the ending, got stuck, got mad, took a break, been taking a break for a very long time, haven't gone back to it yet. Need to finish it because I need to finish that one. But Star Wars came out like 7 days later, because I think Tomb Raider came out the 10th, and I got into Tomb Raider, and then I'm just on one of my game breaks because I'm not as hardcore of a gamer as I used to be, where I have this overwhelming need to beat stuff in like a day, to see however quickly you can beat a 40-hour game or 30-hour game, whatever, while still going to school and all that. I got out of all that stuff. I take my time with stuff, and now it takes me a week to beat, like 40 plus game hours. I would like to get Xenoblade or Zono, whatever that Wii U game is. I have a Wii U, not really a big fan, because I don't like the gamepad. And I know here at the end, after talking about all the Xbox One games, I could have ended it. But yeah, I'm planning on putting out more content on my game collection. The only thing is my PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360 are three of my biggest collections. I think 360 outweighs both 1 and 2. My 3 is either 10 to 15 games like my Super Nintendo and 1 game, which is really interesting because there was a lot of games I did like for the PS3 that was exclusives. But then when I weighed the difference between the 360 and the PS3, it's like just get it on the 360. Even though I like the controller better on the on the PlayStations, I don't know. Nintendo has let me down since Wii. And even though I have the 3DS now, And maybe Nintendo is going toward the whole handheld thing, I don't know. But anyway, enough of rambling. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below to let me know what you think. I would appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you guys later, alligator.